Hello guys, now in today's video, I want to talk to you about successful farming. If you have your money and you really want to venture into farming, it can be growing of crops, vegetables, bananas, growing coffee, it can be poultry, it can be, any form of venture in farming. Here are some of the things I want to tell you. So in this video, I want to share with you some of the things you have to know before putting your money in farming. You are welcome to my YouTube channel. If you are watching me for the very first time, my name is Asperia, a very passionate farmer, and this video is going to be really helpful. So click subscribe, give it a thumbs up, and let's get right into it. So before you invest in your money to start farming, to start planting bananas, planting the coffee, first of all, invest in getting knowledge and skills about a particular venture that you want to venture in. Now, if you want to be a successful person in everything that you do, then you have to seek for knowledge. Now, everything these days has changed. So, just like you see people updating gadgets, you need to also update our minds. We need to update ourselves about the things that we know. Now, the way people used to plant bananas, for example, 10 years ago is not the way we are planting them today. The way our ancestors did poultry farming is not what we are doing right now, because there is a lot of changes. The change in varieties of bananas, varieties of coffee, the change in weather, the change in breeds of animals. So you need to be updated so that you can do things that are really going to bring back your money. So invest in getting knowledge. If you really want to do successful farming in poultry, you go to poultry farmers, go to internet, start reading about the breeds that are on market, the diseases, the management, and everything. If you want to grow bananas, look around and say, what are the best varieties that are going to bring back my money really quickly, and what are those varieties that are going to be resistant to diseases. How is my soil? What do I need to do to amend this soil so that I can grow the things very well? Seek for knowledge. You cannot do all that if you do not know that they are important. So invest in getting knowledge and skills. If there is a training that is happening on how to plant coffee, don't sit in your house and feel like I know. Go there, grab that knowledge, learn how other farmers are doing it on their farms, and then there you can have the confidence that I'm going to invest in my money in something that I know. Even if you have money, you feel like you can employ me, you can employ every other person to establish for you. You need to know, because I might come and tell you I need money for soil amendment, and then you start saying, what is soil amendment? You know what? You know this. We have had challenges with our customers when you tell them that we need to do drainage, we need to put drainage lines, we need to put trenches. Someone will be like, no, it's not necessary, because they are not updated. They feel like what we did those days, we can do it today. So get knowledge before investing your money in something. After getting that knowledge, then you're going to invest easily, and it is very easy for you to get back that money, because when something gets sick, you are able to know that this is sick, I need to treat. In anything you need knowledge. Invest in learning. And then number 2, develop a business plan. If you want to do a commercial farming, you are not going to just wake up and put money in it, give money someone to go and establish. No, have a business plan. Draw your strategies. Okay, now I'm going to establish this plantation. What next? Where am I going to sell my plants after they have grown? Where am I going to sell the products, the bananas, the suckers, after they have grown? Who is going to buy? How am I going to reach that person? How am I going to look for the customers? All those things can be under the uh business plan. And then you set your goals. You be like, I want this to achieve this particular objective in a period of this time, and also this is a plan on how I'm going to get money that I'm going to invest. In case my money gets finished, this is my plan B. Have that business plan. Don't just wake up because you have 2 million on your account and then you feel like, now I can invest. Please, it is very important for you to plan. Proper planning prevents poor performance in everything. If you plan prior to the things that you're going to do, you plan properly, It prevents a lot of mistakes. It prevents poor performance in anything, even in the farm, even in your home. If we do not plan really well, then we get a lot of problems. So, meanwhile, as you plan to invest, make sure you have a business plan. You have strategies on how you're going to do crop management, strategies on how you're going to reach your target market, strategies on how you're going to introduce your business to people, strategies on who is going to work for you. You have everything at the back of your mind. It is very, very important and very key to plan before you start farming, especially commercial farming. Don't just wake up and put money. We have seen people who cry, I put my money in poultry, they all died. And when you ask them, did you really get knowledge before you bought the hens? Yeah, me, I just bought. Did you really know about where you are supposed, how to supposed to build the house, how you're supposed? They really don't invest in knowledge. Plan before you do something. Plan before you do something, and that will help you a lot. And after you have planned, then number three, you have to put in effective practices. Now, we have had challenges when we go to people, when we are planting, like for example, bananas, and then we tell our customers that, we need fertilizers. We need to amend the soil by adding some fertilizers so that we boost the fertility. And someone stands on their 2 feet and tells you, I don't want fertilizers in my soil. I want my things to grow organically. But then, when you look at the soil, after the soil analysis, you realize that the soil is not okay. But because someone has some negative attitude towards the fertilizers, they do not know how to use them in a good way. They do not want, because their forefathers did not use fertilizers. And so today, they also don't want to use fertilizers. And eventually, the crops do not grow successfully, as you need to use effective practices. Be flexible and be able to adopt change that is coming on your way. Every day, everything keeps changing. The way we did farming 20 years ago is not the same way. Those years, you could even buy maize, you plant, you don't even weed, maize would grow. But today, because of the changes in the soil, the changes in the seeds, the changes in soil toxicity, the chemicals, everything has changed. You find that today you cannot even get the maize comb and the maize comb, and then you get those seeds and plant and they grow. You have to buy improved seeds for your garden to thrive. So you have to adopt to change. You have to be flexible. You need to do best practices. You don't say, because those days we did not spray bananas, now I'm not going to spray because my forefathers did not use pesticides. You're going to sit in your house and a banana plantation will just die in 1 year because you do not want to use good practices. When we come to nutrition, crop nutrition and management, we need fertilizers. For this coffee to look like this, it's not organic. We have put some fertilizers for them to look like this. We have put some pesticides. We have sprayed them for them not to fall sick, to have leaf rust, to have other diseases. So if you want to do farming, you need to learn about these things. You need to adopt to change. You need to, do a lot of stuff before you invest your money, So be informed and then make informed decisions. And then that is going to help you if you want to have successful business, especially in farming. And also look at the market. What is your target market? There's a lot of thing that is being produced today. So many farmers, if you go to market, the main markets in your locality, right now, this morning, you're going to find so many farmers have brought their products. How is your product going to be different from theirs? You have also to have this mind of, I want to do it better than them. How can I do that? If you're producing coffee, how are you going to produce coffee that is better than the person who has been producing coffee for the last 10 years? So make sure your things are competent, make sure your things are good, and they can go in the market. And then after that, make sure you plan to do research about the market. Do cost analysis. How am I going to sell my things? Okay, now that I'm in the town, or now that I'm in the village where the farm is, how am I going to ship my things to the town? Who is going to buy? What is the cost? How am I going to handle the taxes? Please make sure you have all that as a fingerprint. And then also plan on doing registration. If you have a farm and you are targeting, a lot of people market, you have to at least get a business name. Make sure you brand your things. If it is matoke, if it is eggs, make sure you have branded products so that it can help you access the market very easily. And also plan to do record management. In farming, I came to realize that if you do not have records, you cannot know that you are doing farming. You cannot know that you're making profit. There are so many people that are making losses, but they are still crying. Farming is not good. Why? Because they are not recording. I had a weakness in recording, but as time goes on, I realized that I need to record. Even if I've sold one banana, I need to record so that I know that at the end of the month, I have sold 20 bananas and how much. And so I look at how much I've been giving someone that is weeding and maintaining my plantation. And then I see, is it really worth it? Is it really worth investing in it? And so records will help you to make very good informed decisions. They will help you to determine whether you're making profits or losses. They will help you to know that your farm is really growing or not growing. They will give you areas of improvement. If you know that my coffee really this season I really didn't get good harvest, what can I do? You can determine that looking at the records, looking at the performances of your farm. So if you want to be a successful farmer, it's not going to come on a silver plate. You're going to do a lot of sacrifices. And also you need to be persistent. Farming is not something you put in money today and get it tomorrow. It's not betting. You are going to be patient. You're going to be persistent. When things do not work according to your plan, you are going to invest again. Sometimes farming is not determined because sometimes you see that weather can change, wind can come and break the entire plantation. Are you going to quit? What is your dream? You have to be resilient. You have to have the heart of a farmer. So if you are investing your money in any form of farming, let it be piggery, let it be poultry, let it be crop management, make sure you have knowledge about it, and also you have a heart to stay in business. Now, there are so many things I can say to add on this video because I've been in this venture and I've really learned a lot of things. I can't say I've really gotten a lot of money, but at least I see light at the end of the tunnel. And I can promise you that I'm in this until Jesus comes back. Thank you so much for watching. I believe you found something really, really helpful. If that is so, please keep this video, continue watching it and grow, and we grow together. Thank you so much. Goodbye.